You know, it used to be a time where we could sit down and play games and actually have a lot of fun with it, but now all of that is gone. We have games like Call of Duty that used to be so good, so well kept. Now, what do? They give you half of a game for the full price of the damn thing. I'm telling y'all now, I will not be buying a Call of Duty for the foreseeable future, and you should not either. You should not be spending your hard-earned dollars on a game to just be disappointed year after year after year. If you're not a content creator who is actually making money off this thing, I really don't see any point of you buying a game that literally takes money out of your pockets and then charge you for a half of the finished product. They need to stop rushing these games out, man. I remember back in what I used to call the good old days. I'm not that old, by the way, but for some odd reason I am compelled to say that back in the day, Black Ops 1, for example, was one of the greatest times in my life. I remember getting home from football practice as a kid and then sitting down playing the game. I could be as try hard as I want. I could be as casual as I want. I could play around a little bit. You was not forced into one play style. You didn't have to put on your nerd glasses, sit down in front of the TV screen and play until your eyeballs fell out. And I think that's really the problem with all of this modern day gaming. Nobody just wants to sit back, relax, and maybe we're just getting old and all the young kids are doing all of this hard gaming all the time and they just feel just fine. But I feel like that's not true at all. I think some of them feel the same thing, but when you grow up only knowing one way, how are you going to know anything better? I'm just saying. To me, I really think back in the day we had a better Call of Duty experience and had a better gaming experience in general. It's easy for us to sit back and say these things as people who have played those great games, and I really do feel bad for anybody who was not able to enjoy those times, man. Look, just think about this, guys. Do you remember Modern Warfare 2? Black Ops 1? Except for that kill streak, that I said kill streak, it was more like a death streak, but that perk, it was a perk. That's what it was. Remember that perk? I really didn't like the second chance, but it was funny to mess with somebody who actually had it, man. The noob perk, man. And is noob even a word anymore? I know I'm getting old, but I thought, is noob even a word anymore? People still use that. I remember the Christmas noobs. It's a good time. It's a good time to be a gamer when the Christmas news came out. And at some point in time, we all were a Christmas noob. We used to be Christmas noobs. I remember when I first got the game, my homeboy was like, look, I got this game for you, man. Throw 2K in the trash, man. Play some Call of Duty. Now I'm throwing both of them in their trash can because both are just not that good. But 2K, I save you for another time, not today. Anyways, man, fast forward, we got all these modern day gamers, and I honestly think the downfall of Call of Duty really begun with Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, my boy, somebody who I really look up to in terms of being a content creator, Chris Smooth, put this on his Facebook page, and it was in 2013. He said this. Now, he did not really enjoy Black Ops 2. I honestly think it's the greatest Call of Duty of all time, but I do understand that the kill streaks are not as fun as a Modern Warfare 2 or even a Black Ops 1. You know, Black Ops 1 is my favorite one. That's my favorite one. But I think Black Ops 2 just refined everything from Black Ops 1 and made it a whole lot better. The gameplay in Black Ops 2 is just that much better to me personally. But, you know, that's just what I got to say about that. Now, everything that I am saying today is, you know, my opinion, and you may agree with that and you may not, but either way, just let me know what you think. Comment down below your favorite Call of Duty, your favorite gun, your favorite map, and I can easily answer this. Now, a lot of people may say Nuketown for the favorite map, but to be honest with you, I think my favorite map has to be Firing Range. That's my favorite map. My favorite weapon, the FAMAS, man. The FAMAS. It was an excellent weapon. And my favorite Call of Duty of all time is obviously Black Ops 1, but Black Ops 2 I think just did things a little bit better. But the nostalgia, the nostalgia is real. All right, and so what is the deal with me making this video right now? Why do you pick this time to make a video about Call of Duty? Well, it's simple. It's simple. The Modern Warfare 3 trailer dropped not too long ago, and people are getting excited again. All of us are getting excited. I remember when Call of Duty Ghosts came out, and we were excited somewhat. I don't know. I can barely remember, guys. I did not tell you I was getting old. Anyways, look, all I'm saying is when Black Ops 4 came out, I thought we were headed in the right direction. Black Ops 3 wasn't even that bad either. I think they just had the wrong approach. They did boots off the ground Call of Duty because everybody was doing boots off the ground games back then. But thing about it is I don't think they truly embraced it, and so I felt like some of the map structure surrounding the boots off the ground gameplay wasn't necessarily the best, but it's still better than a lot of the rest of the Call of Duties that we were getting at that time. You talk about an Advanced Warfare, you talk about a Ghost, those are bad. Now you fast forward to some of these other games. You're talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the Modern Warfare. Trash, all right? It's trash, man. Look, I got a homeboy who actually say that word a lot better than me. Trash! Anyways, it's garbage, man. It's garbage. You look at Cold War. Trash! Now, I will give these games one thing. The graphics, amazing. Ooh, the perks, shaky. All right, shaky. Why in the hell did we make Ninja something that's on a timer? Why do we keep trying to change something that wasn't broke in the first place? You had a fantastic system in play, but instead you decide to waste it away. Doing what? Doing what? I thought developers and all these companies supposed to take their success and mold something better in it.
That was a lie.
They did not do any of that. They did nothing of that. They took everything out of the game that the gamers like myself actually enjoyed. The SBMM, it needs to go, but you know what it is, man. They keep everything that you don't like and take away what you do. I don't think we had an issue with the way the lobbies were being formed, but they wanted to conform to the noobs, the Christmas noobs, who were in the game. And now you look at the game and you're like, wow, I gotta try like this every single time, which I have no problem going try hard every now and then. There's no issue. I can play with the best of them, kinda, but don't test me on that. I'm just saying. Anyways, talking about all of that though, like UAVs, we had no problem with the map either, and the maps themselves are so bad now. It's almost as if Activision, whoever is making these games, Treyarch, even though, you know, Treyarch is my favorite one, and Infinity War, I feel like these guys forgot how to make maps, and I think it's really primarily on Infinity War because his maps, to me, are the worst. Every iconic map that I can name in my mind, you know, except for a few, like a dome or something like that, came from Treyarch. All my favorite ones, except for maybe a dome, came from Treyarch. So all I'm saying is I think that it's important for us to... Shut up, Google. I don't understand why you're talking. I think it's important for us to actually recognize that you have to speak with the dollar. You must speak with the green, because if you do not, they're going to give you the same thing over and over and over again. But I think Call of Duty is now in a comfortable position where they can just spew out game after game after game like nobody's business. Now they claim that it's going to get better because they're supposed to be doing a different release cycle. I don't necessarily believe that it's going to get better. I can see this going that you're only going to get the full game in 2 years. Who got time for that shit? I don't have time to wait 2 years for a game that I paid for on the day one. I'm waiting 2 years for what? Do you not know that I am old? I am getting older. I'm not super old, but what I'm saying is by the time you make a good game, I have arthritis in my fingers. I won't even be able to play Call of Duty anymore. I need them to fix the game that I enjoyed my entire life. But I don't necessarily believe or think that they are capable of doing that. Maybe things have changed now that Microsoft has taken over. Maybe, but who knows? We may be sitting in the same virtual world that, you know what I'm saying, is Call of Duty at some point in time, with goggles on and looking around, and you know, you die to somebody doing a backflip in their living room. Yeah, Call of Duty is gonna be virtual at some point in time because, like I said, we're getting old. But that's my thoughts and opinions, man. Don't buy the game. Talk with your dollars, man. Y'all don't need to be buying stuff like that, man, and they give you half of the game. That's why I just play single player games now. Yeah, I'm that guy. Or free to play games. Yeah, I'm that guy now. Yep. I turned into the person I never thought I would become. But I did save my pockets. But if you got enough money to afford it and you just feel like that, then hey, you do you. The game is just gonna stay shit.